Alright, so welcome back everyone. So welcome to our second session altogether. So everyone, based on the online schedule, okay, that I already tell you that on the second session we are going to study about listening starter 3. Good. So everyone, now teacher would like to get your attention to focus on the second session altogether. Alright everyone, now before we go deeply to the main part of the lesson in listening starter 3, so teacher would like to pay the attention to the review part, okay? So everyone, do you still remember, okay, the lesson that you have learned in the previous video, everyone? Good. So, do you still remember the useful expression that is in listening starter 3? Very good. So, the useful expression, it is about don't be silly. So, can you explain me, everyone, based on what you have learned with me, okay, that I already explained you in the previous video? Good. So the structure don't be silly here refer to, it is about, the structure that is to concern someone that is, we can say they think in a different way. Okay. So you have to say that, oh, don't be silly. There is nothing to be happen. All right. So for example, like someone they think that, oh, there is a ship over there. Oh, I'm so afraid. Maybe he come to kill me. All right. So then another one is say that don't be silly. Okay, just stay safe or stay away from the ship. All right. So this structure they just want to concern. Okay, or we can say to tell that person to be. We can say do not think too much. Right. Good. So don't be silly. Right. Good, everyone. So now let's focus about the main part of the lesson for today. You can look at the textbook, okay, or you can look at my left hand side. It is about unit 11 B theft. All right. So everyone, now let's focus about the textbook. You can open the book on page, okay, 7. Good. So you can open the book on page 76. So you will see on your own. All right. Good. So on your own, it means that you have to practice about yourself. See. Good. So in section A, ask your partners write down the answer. So everyone, now it's your time to find your partners, and after that you have to use the question to ask your friend in order to get the answer. Good. So everyone, now let's focus about the column altogether. So now let's concentrate altogether. Okay. Good. So the first column we refer to the name. Okay. So the name that you asked. Okay. So you find the partner, and after that you have to know the name, whether it is Pisat, or we can say the person that is your partner. So you can write down their names. See over here. Good. So now let's move on to the next column, which is about fire or thieves. When? So this is about the second question. Okay, that you have to complete here. Fire or thief. That is referred to the accident, or we can say something that is happened, right? Good. And when? They ask you about time. You see? Good. And the next column, you have to see that we have only one word. That is the word where. Okay, refer to the place that is happened, that action. All right. Good. So the next one, do what? Okay, do what? So what kind of activity or what kind of thing that is happened, that action. All right, and the last one, what else? I mean that others. Okay, something that is happened or more than activity that happened over there. All right, so everyone, now let's focus about the fourth question. We can say below the column, right? So the first one, the question is, have you ever seen a fire or a thief? When did it happen? All right, good. So have you ever seen a thief or a fire? Especially we can say the last 2 days it was a fire, right? That is really happened in Phnom Penh. Okay, so you can know exactly, right? Because of the news in Facebook, or we can say in the social media, you can know exactly about that, right? And it's really pity about that, right? About the family of, we can say, in the fire. And when did it happen? So when did it happen? So they ask you about time, about what happened, about the fire. So when it happened, when was it happen, right? Good. And the next question, it is about where did it happen. So refer to the place that it happened, right? Yes, very good. So the place, so where is it? Okay, and the third question, it is about what should you do if there is a fire or thief. So what is the solution, or we can say the solution? Okay, the solution, what should you do when you see a fire or a thief? All right, and the last question, it is about what else should you do to stay safe? All right, and the last question, it is very important for you, right? So what else should you do to stay safe, to get out from that accident? All right, good. So everyone, now let's practice all together. So the first one, you have to know exactly about your partner. Okay, so now I would like to ask my partner, his name, okay, Chitra, okay. All right, so Chitra, I ask Chitra, okay. So I write down his name over here. See, or you ask your partner in different name, you can write down here as well. All right. So now it is about the first one. The next step, you have to use the question number 1. So have you ever seen a fire or a thief? So you have to ask your partner, is it right? Good. So have you ever seen a thief or a fire? When did it happen? Okay, and he respond back that a thief. You see? Yeah, very good. So I can write here thief. Okay, thief. And when? So this ask about time. So when is it? When it happened. Okay, so it's about 2 years ago. Okay, 2 years ago. All right, so it happened 2 years ago. Okay, very good. So this is about the first question, and move on to the second question. They ask you about place. Where did it happen? Where did it happen? And Chitra said that, okay, it happened in the bank. It happened in the bank near his home. Very good. So we can write the short one, bank. Okay, bank near his home. All right, near his home. So this is about where, the places, right? Good. And move on to the third question. What should you do if there is a thief or a fire? Okay, so what should you do? What is the solution that you have to do to get out, right? Good. So he said that he called police station. Very good. So he called police station. All right, so he called to police station, contact to the police in order to get safe. Okay, good. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the last question, it is about what else should you do to stay safe? Okay, so what else? I mean that what are the solutions that you do to stay safe, to avoid from the thief? Okay, so he said that he to cover himself. Okay, cover himself. Okay, himself. And about other else, stay away. Okay, stay away from the thief. Okay, from a thief. Okay, this is about his answer. He answered back like this. Okay, so everyone, this is about the answer of Chitra, and he is my partner that I asked him. All right, so I got the answer already. Now it is about your turn. Okay, it's about your turn, so you have to find the partners, and after that you have to ask the first question here, and you have to know exactly about his name, his or her names. Okay, good. So you have to complete the information. After that you have to write down about the answer in the column. Okay, this is about your task. You have to complete this. And did you got the question A1? So the first question you had you understand already, so now it's your time to ask your partner. Right, good. So anyone, after you ask your partner, and after that you have to, yes, very good, move on to section B. Use the information about, okay, write down one of your partners. So you can write as a paragraph in here. Okay, so in section B you have to write down as a paragraph, like start from the beginning about his name up until the last one, the last point. Okay, as the paragraph, you see. Good. So anyone, now teacher believe that you can complete it well. Okay, everyone, this is about the end for the second session. Everyone, do you have any question regarding to the lesson? Good. And if you don't have any question, so this is about the end, and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.